Allora ragazzi, c'è una cosa che mi è mancata di vedere già da tanto tempo, no? Settimane fa ormai è venuto fuori un gameplay overview di The Blood of Dawnwalker. Avrei dovuto vederlo lì nei giorni immediatamente successivi, ma purtroppo ho cominciato i problemi di salute, molto spesso non ero in live, eccetera, ed è rimasto lì nella lista di cose da vedere. Oggi è il momento di porre rimedio a questa cosa, perché questo gioco mi interessa assai e voglio assolutamente vederlo. Datemi un secondo che faccio un secondino il refresh, grazie. Perfetto. Ecco qua. Allora, come sempre, via l'audio di sottofondo. Eccoci qua. The Blood of Dawnwalker, gameplay overview. Disponibili i sottotitoli? Un puttanaio di sottotitoli, che figo! Capita quasi mai che ci sia l'italiano vero e proprio come sottotitolo scritto. Perfetto, andiamo. Ok, work in progress, pre-beta version, è ancora in sviluppo, quindi non consideriamola come cosa troppo definitiva, e va bene.
Hello, my name is Daniel Sadowski and I'm the design director at Rebel Wolves. I would like to welcome you to the Blood of Dawnwalker summer gameplay video. Our game is a story-driven, open-world dark fantasy RPG set in medieval Europe. The game is currently in pre-beta stage, and what we are going to show you is just a part of one of the mid-game quests. It's a really cool story involving legendary swords and a haunted alms house, but today we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems. We're starting on the outskirts of Svatro, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale Sangora. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins, or sabotage vampire blood transports. But it's not just about where or when you go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own. For now, we're following the road. Cohen is on his way to the city's cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts. But first, we'll have to deal with some bandits who camped out by the main road. Traveling through Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system. Our goal was to make the player feel like a real swordmaster who closely observes his enemies. We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies. Now, when you attack, you choose one of 4 directions: up, down, left or right, in order to hit the opponent where he's unable to parry. And similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack. On the left side of the screen, just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to
allora,
fighting.
è piuttosto tattico.
By throwing some acrid dust. And now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time. Alright, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the Artery attack, which actually decapitated the last.
Sapete cosa mi sembra? Una via di mezzo tra The Witcher e Kingdom Come Deliverance. Io ho paura che non mi piacerà questo sistema di combattimento. E non dico che non abbia senso, ha senso. Io temo che non mi piacerà.
Take a closer look at this cool-looking weapon we just
Chi lo sta chiedendo è The Blood of Dawnwalker.
It has better stats than our current weapon, so let's equip it right now. We've also leveled up, so let's use this opportunity to spend the newly acquired skill point in one of Cohen's skill trees.
Ok, lo skill tree.
The skills in the Blood of Dawnwalker are divided into 3 trees. One for human, one for
No, non l'avevo
vampire,
ancora visto
and
sto
one
video,
shared
ma
between
lo
the
dovevo
two.
vedere da tempo.
We also have an active abilities panel. We can use it to unlock additional abilities to use during combat. Note that during the day, the health bar is not regenerating. You need to find consumables like the one we've just eaten. The hexes we've just used also consume some of Cohen's health. Be aware of that. The way our magic system works, there's always a
In
price to
effetti,
pay for manipulating
un po' di voi
reality.
stanno dicendo
But
tipo For
we can make
Honor.
it sting a bit less.
Ok,
Let's
potrebbe
level up
essere,
the frugal
qualcosina.
witchcraft skill.
Lo conosco
So
meno.
next time we'll cast a hex, it'll consume fewer of Cohen's health points. Now that we've wrapped up the encounter with the bandits, we can be on our way to get inside the city. Right now, Cohen hasn't done enough to ruffle the Vampire Lord's feathers, so the gods will just wave us through. But the more damage you cause, the more suspicious and aggressive they'll become. So when you play the game yourself, you'll have to decide whether you want to challenge the vampires openly, or lay low until you're ready to strike and surprise them.
It's even bigger than I remembered. And it's grander than before.
Ok.
New stained glass.
C'è la prospettiva la visione del
This is the
gioco
rich
è un po'
district of the
strana.
city, Silberkreis. There's also Altenmarkt, Neustadt, and the Middens. Each of the boroughs has its own feel and
Perfettamente d'accordo,
character.
Chris. Kingdom Come Deliverance più The Witcher rende bene l'idea, nemmeno a me piace la cosa. Lo so, e a tanti altri invece sì, potrebbe piacere assai. Dico, è una cosa strettamente personale. È che sto gioco mi
Looming
intriga
high over
assai,
the
ma
city is Brances's castle, Greifberg.
ho
He took
sempre
it
la
over
paura
when
che
he
giochi così non mi
slaughtered the human
piacciono.
ruler of the valley, Skender, as shown in the trailer we shared with you earlier in January this year. In order to complete the main quest and save your family, you'll have to storm the castle, alone or with help of friendly
Luca, ciao,
NPCs.
benvenuto in chat.
We could
Bentornato,
do
grazie
it
mille.
right now if we wanted, but it would be super challenging.
No more drink for you, my friend. Go home.
Oh, let me. I just want to. Oh, let me in.
You made a mess, and it's not that kind of inn.
Let's check the map. The cathedral is really close. There's plenty of other places to see and things to do here. A couple of inns, a medic, a blacksmith, an armorer, and other merchants.
Allora, AAA nel senso
You can
come
see that not only the vampires
quantità
came
di
out of the
risorse
shadows.
investite
This creature
probabilmente
on the
sì.
right is called an Uriash. Look
Ma
around,
non è di
especially at
uno
night,
studio
and
famoso.
you'll learn humans have
Anzi,
lots to fear.
sono
not
ex di
just
CD
the
Projekt Red.
vampires.
Molti.
And here we can see guards pounding on some poor guy's doors.
What is it about?
Che ne pensi? Domande ti fanno delle domande stupide. Che mi danno un sacco di reel, quindi
It's just one of many different
No, il
community
gioco non è
scenes
già
we're
uscito.
implementing in the game. Watch them closely when you play, as they might point you to new quests and hidden treasures, or signal changes in the game's world.
più va avanti, più mi sembra un ibrido tra The Witcher e Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Ouch.
I don't want to say it, Mum.
It's a prayer. It's what we have to say. Go on.
Il gioco è The Blood of Dawn Walker, fatto da Rebel Wolves,
Okay,
che sono ex
we
di
are
CD
at the
Projekt Red.
Cathedral Gates. Again, since Cohen isn't yet wanted by the vampire regime, and it's daytime, we can simply walk inside.
Oh, cutscene. Vediamo un po'.
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock, bringing happiness to its parents and to the congregation. Natus ex sanguine est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei. Amen. Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laslia, maybe.
Ci sono tutte le decisioni che devi prendere e hai un certo tempo per prenderle.
Perhaps.
Puoi anche stare zitto, quindi.
Perhaps. My memory isn't what it used to be. Come
Il livello
with me.
grafico è abbastanza avanzato.
take your confession.
Considerate che sarà bello grosso il gioco, pare.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
Ah, so you deem your conscience clear?
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved,
Dici magari sto combat
people
system è un
need
trend,
to
potrebbe
repent.
esserlo. Infatti
Myself
The Witcher 4, no? È
included.
la cosa
I
che
hope we can
mi
speak
preme
again
da
soon.
morire
Good
è
day to
scoprire
you.
gameplay e combat system.
Cohen.
Perché è la cosa che mi ha fatto fermare dal giocare The Witcher 3. Ci ho provato ma mi sono fermato perché proprio non ce la faccio.
What we saw right here was just one of many
Speriamo,
cutscenes
speriamo
we
bene per il
recorded for
futuro.
the game,
Perché in
which
realtà la
smoothly
lore,
transitioned
il
into
gioco,
a dialogue scene. We
i
use cutscenes to
dialoghi, le
highlight
quest
key
mi stava
scenes
piacendo
or showcase
tantissimo.
interesting bits of lore.
Tipo quello che mi è successo
Like
con
this
Fallout.
blood baptism. Creepy, isn't it? The core feature of the Blood of Dawnwalker is the dual gameplay loop. Remember, Cohen may be a human during the day, but he turns into a vampire at night
Ok.
and has a different set of skills at his disposal.
È proprio
And
separato il
this
gameplay?
is just one variable that affects our quests. Depending on when you tackle a particular quest, what choices you've made earlier, whom you befriended, or whom you've angered, your gameplay and story experience will be very,
Hanno
very
detto sarà più
different.
piccola rispetto a The
So
Witcher
each
3.
quest
Ma va
is a
benissimo
complex
anche così.
structure with
Sarà
multiple
comunque
possible paths
grande.
leading to the end goal.
L'importante è che
We
ci metti
maximize
dentro.
players' freedom and agency, offering you a narrative sandbox to play in. I wonder what
Okay.
secrets may be concealed up there, just beyond Cohen's reach. And how do we get there? It's impossible to do during the day, but come night, it's an entirely different story. Let us explain what we mean by taking our current quest as an example. During the day, we got inside the cathedral without any problems, since it's open for all to see and Cohen doesn't yet stand out from the crowd. The scaffolds, though, are outside of his reach. But climbing them won't be a problem for the vampire, who has many more exploration abilities at his disposal. Bear in mind, Cohen has not completed the quest yet. What's more, there are still a few clues to be found in order to solve this story. It's worth mentioning that narrative sandbox also means that we may completely abandon this quest and follow a different path to defeat Brensis. For today, we're focusing on the
molteplici
gameplay part,
modi.
so let's see how
Va
we
bene.
could tackle this particular
Vabbè, questo è il
quest
gameplay.
during the night.
La struttura
We're
narrativa
starting right after
ne
dusk as a
parleranno.
vampire on the rooftops of Svatro. Right now, we have 22 days left to complete this goal. This counter is always displayed and you'll be warned each time it's pushed forward. So you have to be aware of the time, and it's more of a resource you'll be spending than a racing clock. As a vampire, you'll see and experience the world from a different perspective. You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Let us show you what we mean. This is Shadow Step, a unique vampiric ability allowing Cohen to jump to almost any place within his reach. Now, let's take a good look around using the focus mode. This ability highlights objects of interest and loot. And there is something right here. This time it's just some items to grab, but on other occasions, who knows, you might come across a hidden quest. Looks like our
Okay.
health is quite low. This is because, as a vampire, your health bar also represents your hunger level, and you start each night thirsting for blood. Remember, you have to quench this appetite in order to make full use of your vampire abilities.
Quindi hai la
And
sete.
rein in your monstrous nature around NPCs.
Chissà, ammirato di
Otherwise,
edizione.
you may
Complimenti,
end up
grazie mille.
draining someone important, which may lead to unpredictable consequences. We'd better feed them. Maybe on someone who is standing all alone. Like this drunkard. Let's grab him and use Voracious Bite ability. Unless you lose control due to hunger, you get to decide how much blood to drink. You can drain just a bit and knock your victim unconscious, or go all the way and kill them. And if you're adamant you don't want to hurt innocent humans, you can drink from animals and some other creatures.
Qui l'abbiamo prosciugato invece. Oh, non gli ha fatti il loot.
Finally, we are at the cathedral, but it seems to be
Dai,
closed for
Lenese.
the night, and the entrance gate is well guarded. Let's find another way in.
Ma le guardie non mi dicono niente. Devo ancora capire quanto il tuo essere vampiro è notato dagli altri.
Shadow
Prima
Step
che si
is
dante
not
ho
the
sentito
only
parlare, sono
vampiric
calmato. Che
ability
deve essere il
you're
posto
gonna
gioco.
learn
No, Steve
during your
Lestrange. Ciao,
playthrough.
benvenuto in chat.
Cohen can also use Plane Shift to
Benvenuto.
scale walls and even ceilings smoothly. This will allow us to explore every nook and cranny of the cathedral.
Ragazzi, non dico che gioco è in continuazione perché l'ho già detto tipo 3 volte. The Blood of Dawn Walker.
Better be quiet. Is that Voyeurs Xanthi? What the hell is she doing here? What is she doing? Is that a ritual for the blood gods? They're covering up the old paintings. Why? One of the workers must have left it. Seems that the cathedral complex is quite big. The main building, cloisters, inner courtyard. The entrance to the crypt could be anywhere.
Diventa pipistrello, non lo so. Però abbiamo visto che c'ha il
This
il
was a scene
teletrasporto d'ombra.
investigation, a mechanic we used to zoom in on and showcase key clues. This time we had a chance to learn more about the vampire's plans. Looks like they're keen to cover up the old frescoes, so that's something we could take a look at. This way we could learn more about the cathedral's past.
Graficamente non è male, cioè non è il top esistente, ma direi
Looks
adeguato
like we
per un
aren't
gioco
alone.
come quello.
Underneath us, there's a group of blood guards. Soldiers hooked up on vampire blood, which makes them stronger. And one of Brances's vampire allies. It's Xanthi, the oldest vampire in Vale Sangora, and quite a powerful lady. Let's descend and check what's going on.
Ah, può scendere così? Ma così ci scoprono alla stragrande.
Don't think I don't see you skulking in the shadows. Come out.
Minchia. Com'è ridotta?
You're interfering with my task. Who are you?
It doesn't matter.
Very well. I don't have time for interruptions. Let us dispose of him. Quickly.
Ok.
You've withstood it. Fascinating.
Cohen
un
is
boss.
using his claws to attack when in vampire form. Blood guards are dual-wielding opponents. Their attacks are pretty strong. Of course, even when fighting with claws, combat is still directional. Don't worry, Cohen can still use his sword as a vampire.
You haven't lived long.
Only after defeating all 3 of the blood guards, Xanthi deems Cohen worthy of a challenge, and she descends to face him. She uses her blood control powers to cast a multitude of attacks, like her blood whips that hit Cohen from left and right. Xanthi is protected by a powerful vampire ability. Once her stamina runs out, Cohen will have an opportunity to strike and deal some damage. But be careful, cause Xanthi is quick to counterattack and she will also try to restore her
parecchi
blood.
danni.
Meanwhile, look at the indicator just below her health and stamina. It's a timer for the boiling blood skill that you've seen in the CGI trailer. So, if we don't hurry, the timer goes down to 0 and Cohen will eventually explode.
Oh.
And we're dead.
Ah, ecco.
Remember, we were only mid-game here, and Xanthi is one of the game's most punishing enemies. Defeating her right here and right now is very much possible, but it would be hellishly difficult. A fun challenge for hardcore players.
Ok, quindi l'abbiamo affrontata troppo presto.
We could load the game and explore the cathedral without drawing her attention. Or try to get to her while she's not surrounded by bodyguards. Xanthi, like all other vampire allies, has her own questline. Explore it, and you can learn more about her past, motivations, and maybe even try to reason with her.
Interessante.
What you do is entirely up to you. Remember, our design principle is the narrative sandbox. There is no difference between main quests and side quests. There's just different stories that you weave together into your own unique adventure. But that's coming in 2026. For now, I'd like to thank you for joining me on this gameplay video presentation. We've just shown you a tiny glimpse of the Blood of Dawnwalker. There's definitely more to come in the coming months, so stay tuned for any updates being posted on our social media profiles. Goodbye.
Sarebbe bella la demo, purtroppo non so se ce l'avremo mai. Allora, ragazzi, vi devo sinceramente dire che ho un'opinione estremamente divisa su questo gioco. Da un lato è esattamente come pensavo e il punto di forza sembra essere genuinamente la storia, la lore, l'ambientazione, i dialoghi, i personaggi, la possibilità di fare le cose in 1000 modi diversi, di piegare la storia in un senso o nell'altro, di affrontare una cosa con un combattimento o con la diplomazia. È veramente molto RPG, molto figo, sembra essere fantastico, veramente fantastico tutto ciò. Ma un giocatore come me, e scommetto che si applicherà anche però ad altre persone, io sono molto gameplay centrico, perciò vi devo sinceramente dire che il sistema di combattimento, che mi sembra essere davvero una sorta di via di mezzo tra quello di The Witcher 3 e quello di Kingdom Come Deliverance, mi preoccupa assai. Non è solo un fatto di animazioni, perché i giochi possono avere delle animazioni anche bruttine, anche un po', diciamo, mediocri o mancanti, però avere comunque un buon feeling, un buon sistema di combattimento che ti soddisfa. Il problema è che ho paura che non sia questo il caso. A me il sistema di combattimento pare un tantinello, diciamo, tattico complicato, decisamente poco immediato e non so quanto soddisfacente pada la mano, e di questo sono davvero molto preoccupato, perché potrebbe essere la cosa che mi fa droppare il gioco. Capite che cosa intendo? Nonostante sia piuttosto sicuro a questo punto che il lato invece, tutto il resto, storia, quest, dialoghi, mondi, personaggi, vicende da vivere, sia fantastico. Non lo so, ragazzi. Per questo sto veramente rosicando. Ho un po' paura per questo gioco. Spero tanto che il gameplay mi piaccia, spero tanto che il combat system alla fine mi piaccia, o perlomeno che riesca a digerirlo. Che se non è così potrei perdermi un gran bel gioco per colpa di questo, ma d'altronde è così. E scommetto che per molti anche sarà così. Vabbè, ragazzi, questo era soltanto il gameplay, avremo modo di vedere il gioco ancora un altro po', e dopo tutto, come dice anche il video, è una versione in alfa. Magari arriverà del feedback, magari arriverà del parere da parte dei giocatori che vorrebbero qualcosa di più lato combat system, e magari fanno delle migliorie che lo rendono sufficiente. Lo spero, dopo tutto uscirà nel 2026. E La somiglianza con The Witcher? Sì, no, allora potrebbe essere tranquillamente un punto debole o un punto di forza. Secondo me più un punto di forza, perché stiamo parlando di uno dei giochi più apprezzati in assoluto degli ultimi anni e di cui si sente un po' la mancanza, no? Dopotutto alcuni sono ex sviluppatori di The Witcher che vengono da CD Projekt Red. Oh, ragazzi, io ho paura, però incrociamo le dita e speriamo.